All right, so when you're in the market for a new home, the allure of new construction is undeniable. I mean, after all, you as the buyer of new construction gets to be the first to live in your brand new pristine home. And it's full of brand new appliances and the finishes and the treatments that you picked out to fit your particular aesthetic. And on top of all of that, you also most likely won't have to worry about making any cosmetic or structural upgrades for years. There is a lot to love when purchasing and building a new construction home. So if this sounds like you, and if you are interested in buying a new construction home, the builder's agent that you will meet in the new construction showroom will be ready to help you with the entire process. But make no mistake, anytime you are a home buyer, whether it's a home you found on the open market or if it's a brand new construction home, it is always a smart idea to have your own separate buyer's agent to protect you from start to finish. Even if it seems like plug and play to sign up with the builder's on-site agent, you are going to want someone representing you on your side of the transaction. All right, so let's step back for a second and discuss the difference between a buyer's agent and a builder's agent. So when you go to buy a new construction home, the home builder is considered the seller, and the agent representing the builder is called the builder's agent. And the most important takeaway here is never forget, the builder's agent is always going to have the builder's best interest in mind. After all, at the end of the day, the job of the builder's agent is to get the highest price for the homes the builder is selling. So the builder's agent is not going to be as eager to negotiate down prices on your behalf. Okay, so knowing what we know now, why is it important to hire a buyer's agent rather than settling for the builder's assigned selling agent? Look, whether it's a home on the open market or a brand new construction home, it's always a good idea to have your own representation when purchasing a home, aka a buyer's agent. If you take anything away from watching this video, always remember this. When it comes to purchasing new construction, it is vitally important to reach out to your buyer's agent prior to going to the new construction showroom. And make sure that you have your buyer's agent call and set up your appointment, as well as having your buyer's agent accompany you for your very first visit to the new construction showroom. This is a vital step of making sure you retain your own personal representation when it comes to purchasing new construction. Okay, so why is it so important to reach out to your buyer's agent prior to you visiting the new construction showroom? Think of it this way. Having your buyer's agent contact the new construction showroom and setting up your appointment is incredibly important because the builder, aka the seller, will most likely be responsible for paying for your buyer's agent's commission. In essence, the builder, more often than not, will be financially responsible for paying for your own representation as the buyer, and the builder's agent will need to know this, that you have representation. So making sure you bring your buyer's agent to your very first visit is incredibly important and will make it clear to the builder's agent that they, as the seller, more often than not, will be on the hook for paying for your buyer's agent's commission. In fact, if you don't have your buyer's agent accompany you on your very first visit to the new construction showroom, some builders might even refuse to pay your agent's commission. And even worse, some builders may even refuse to acknowledge your buyer's agent if you don't register the agent in your very first time you visit the new construction showroom on a new construction site. Remember, your buyer's agent's number one job is to help you get the most value for your money with the least hassle and frustration. And when it comes to buying new construction, here's what your buyer's agent will help you with. These are things that you might miss out on if you stick with the builder's agent as your representation. Number one, negotiating extras. So let's say you want upgraded counters or appliances in your new home. Your buyer's agent can help you with all of these extra perks, amenities, and upgrades. Your buyer's agent's job is to protect your interest, and your buyer's agent often can negotiate with the builder on things like paint color or even the style of a garage door, especially if the housing development is in the beginning stages. Number two, recommending financing. This is really important. When it comes to new construction sites, more often than not, the builder's agent typically will have a preferred lender that they want to steer you to. But the buyer's agent can help you make sure that you are getting the mortgage that works best for you and your current situation, rather than settling for the builder's preferred lender. Remember, shopping around is always wise, and you don't want the builder's agent pressuring you into using their suggested professional unless it's right for you. Number three, overseeing a home inspection. Okay, so when it comes to new construction, a lot of buyers are tempted to forego a home inspection. but don't do it. The reality is this: more often than not, as hard as it is to believe, when it comes to new construction, the number and severity of new home defects often rivals that of older homes sold on the resale market. And if you don't have your own buyer's agent representation, the builder's agent is unlikely to push for or even offer up a home inspection. So it's up to you and your buyer's agent to make that happen. The bottom line is this: everyone wants to walk away from buying a home, whether it be a new construction home or a home found on the resale market, with peace of mind. Having your own separate representation, having a buyer's agent in your corner will help facilitate that. Catch you guys next time.